Advanced Financial Modeling, Topic 2, Portfolio Optimization, Learning Objective number 5. We're going to use VBA comments in the application dot object in VBA, and also talk about the as object or code. So here's a program. This program is called port mean. Remember, start all VBA programs with the word function, give it a name, port mean, and give it parameters. However, this program is going to take as a parameter two column vectors. So W is going to be weights, R is going to be a column vector of returns, and we're going to specify in the parameters that W and R are ranges. So when you use the word as, you're telling VBA that this variable is going to have a certain type, and that type is going to be a range of numbers. Now the type could also be things like whole numbers or floating decimals. Range just means VBA should be expecting a range of cells. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. In a lot of VBA programs you find on the web, you will see these as statements. I'll tell you right now, they're generally not needed, but you'll see it and it makes the program a little bit easier to read. Second thing, notice I have single quote, single quote, single quote. If you have a single quote in your program, either in the first position or later in the program, I could put a single quote out here and write some text out here. Whenever VBA sees a single quote, it ignores everything to the right, so it's great for writing comments. So it's ignoring W as a column cell range of weights, R as a column cell range of returns. This program, port mean, is the weighted average portfolio mean. So these are all ignored, they're just comments. And here's all the calculation right here. Port mean equals application.mmult, application.transpose, W, R. So, need to talk about this. Application dot. If you want to use most of Excel's built-in functions, like transpose, like mmult, like stdev, the standard deviation function, most of them, you need to tell VBA that this is an Excel function by using application dot. So application.mmult, application.transpose. The exception is math functions in general do not. In other words, if I want to use, say, square root, in general, you're not going to need an application dot in front of that, and it actually doesn't like to have that in front of that. So there's some math functions, sine, cosine, things like that, that don't require, and you cannot use application dot. So let's go ahead and grab this program. I'm going to discard that, go back to my PowerPoint, pick up the program, let's copy it, copy, go back to the spreadsheet. Notice I have a tab called VBA, which I have 3 assets, 3 means, 3 weights. I know the answer is going to be the sum product, but let's go ahead and write our program. From here, I'm going to hit Alt F11. Looks like there's no module, so I'm going to insert module and paste this program called port mean. I can then close that, and let's go ahead and put port mean into our cell. So I'm going to go insert user defined. I'm going to find port mean. It asks for W. It asks for R. And I'm going to hit Control Shift Enter, and there's my 12%. So in VBA, a couple things we learned. The as tells VBA data type. Single quotes are used for comments, and you could also use them to the right, anywhere in the program, but anything to the right will get ignored. And application dot is how you can use functions like mmult and transpose within VBA. So that's it. In this topic, we use VBA comments and application dot, and we also talked about the as object.